I did that, did I?
No, the dog pulled the table
I thought I'd driven into a cafe table.
You need to kind of get the wheels at either side of the...
I realise that, but which side? Should I be going them all that way?
Yeah.
Let me go. I'm going to come back. Be careful. Yeah? Yeah? So which way? Shall I turn in wheel more to the right? So I'm going to try and avoid the gutter while looking at the stars, as Oscar Wilde said. Look, there's an old Oscar Wilde text there ahead of me on that step. Symbolic. Oh, that was a bit scary. Word of advice, if you come to Gaude, don't get stuck in the gutter. Boy, oh boy. Oh, I tell you what, it's hellishly skiddy, these. It's quite gravelly and steep.
It's quite steep.
It's very steep, but Alton's coping, even at 11 kilometres coming up here. Look at this gorgeous house straight ahead of us. Wowza.
Wowie.
That's a cracker with a serious gig. I love driving through little villages, don't you?
Yeah.
Super fun. White van man going very fast. Didn't expect to see us coming. Oh, we're going back in now.
Yeah.
That mean cars can go?
Yeah.
Not just walking, no. Well, we're going. About up there, should we go there?
Yeah.
So that's where we came from. Let's see what's up here. Oh, look at this fabulous mural. Somebody's painted their garage with a mural of Gaude and the village. And I think that's his wife. Maybe it's his daughter asleep. Oh, this looks steep. Oh, that's a good one up there. I don't think I fancy going that one. It's very lovely. And look, another mural. So there's definitely there's a bit of art going on in this town, Mr. Boo. We didn't know about, I think. There's a T-shirt over here. Look, somebody said, one of our subscribers was saying we should get some T-shirts done. Me and Mon Ami T-shirts. Would people buy them? Do you think? If there's an interest, let us know in the comments if you want to. And obviously a very tasteful, artistic T-shirt. This is, I don't know about this. Do you? This is the nice.
Oh, we've knocked the GoPro.
Oh, we've knocked the GoPro. Oh, we haven't scratched the lens.
That's just a plant.
We'll find out. It was some grapes. We drove into some grapes. Mr. Boo's repositioning the GoPro. Is it scratched? No?
No.
You rub it so it's not... This is unbelievably tight. Oh la la. Ooh. Just ran over the local cat. I can't get past that motorbike, can I? Not going to hit the step? No, I haven't got room, boo. I'm going to hit the thing here.
You just have to bring in your mirror.
The camera.
I think the camera will be okay.
I don't think so. I'm not knocking a bike over for the sake of it. This was a really stupid idea. That was quite exciting.
That was quite exciting.
If you like that kind of thing. So now let's head in the direction of Saint-Genis, and we've just realised that, as ever, we've made a bit of an error. I thought there was a charger in Gattieres. There is, but it's out of town at Lidl, and that sounds neither convenient to then walk back into town to the restaurant, or and there's a danger that it just doesn't sound very trustworthy, does it?
No.
So we do know there are 2 chargers in Saint-Genis. We know there's one here that was available, but rather than go back, let's try and back through the village. Let's try and press on to Saint-Genis and hopefully have a little charge there to make us feel better, and then push on to Gattieres. But and if you look up ahead of you, is that the bows of Saint-Genis?
Bow de Saint-Genis.
That's the famous bow. And of course, when we were last in Saint-Genis, we went to a wonderful restaurant called La Bow.
La Table de Bow.
La Table de Bow. And everything in Saint-Genis, everything about this village relates to that, to the bows, the worship of the bows, the rock that dominates it. And Saint-Genis is, I think, one of the genuine, largely undiscovered gems of the French Riviera. We'll probably get there today, there'll be a coach party there, but the last time we came, it was remarkably quiet and wonderfully unspoiled.
Goats.
There's a circus. It's a goat circus.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Do you remember we once went to a goat circus? They were performing goats. It was one of the more exciting weeks in the south of France, wasn't it? A quiet week. And we went to this performing goat circus, and I loved it. I had a goat when I was a child. She was called Jessie. She only had 3 legs. True.
It's a true story.
Benjamin, there ahead of us, you can just make it out over those rooftops, and beneath the bows is Saint-Genis. So we're now down to 30 kilometres of range. How long have we been driving, Mr. Boo?
Nearly 2 hours.
Nearly 2 hours.
1 hour 55.
Doesn't time fly when you're having fun? It's an incredible view of that mountain. You can see why it's come to dominate this town and everything about it. And you can actually climb it. There are meant to be some fantastic walks up there, aren't there?
Yep. I want to come when it's snowing.
Yes, Elton wouldn't skid up La Gaude village, would he?
Well,
in the snow or ice.
maybe not going through La Gaude, but we could come and see it.
Saint-Genis has a very weird traffic light system here, which is basically 1 in, 1 out, isn't it, to the village? And you can see there's the sort of red cross up there. And you get through these traffic lights, and then you have to wait for the signal, don't you? Wait for a sign. For a sign from Johnny.
From Johnny.
I think they should have established a cult of Johnny Halliday. You know, people could have moved into a sort of Johnny Halliday camp where they'd have all lived together and worshipped. the Johnny. They could have had life-size figures of rubber Johnnies.
It's green now, dear.
Look at that view, Mr. Boo.
Wowie.
That is amazing. Look at that today. Right down to the med. But again, you don't want to take your eyes off the road. Though you do want to take your eyes off the road, but it's probably dangerous, isn't it?
A little bit.
The landscape is a bit seductive, as they say in tour guides. I'm finding it very seductive. If we get to the top here and there's cars in the charging point, I'll be furious.
Me too.
Because I think you'd have to go back to Gaude, because otherwise you're going to be stuck in little car park in Gattieres, aren't you? I can't believe I was sure there was a charger, not a out of town little one. Oh, I think it's just round here, isn't it?
On the left hand side.
Oh, there's a car. Oh, is it free?
It's free.
Is it free? Is it green? Is it gonna work? Let's hope. Cross everything, folk. So, in order to use this Prise de Nice, you need a Prise de Nice card, which is a tenner, isn't it? Tenner a year? No subscription?
Tenner a year.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's all we paid for this?
Yeah.
And this gives us free charging in the whole of this area and free parking. So let's see if we're in luck. This is the moment of truth. The doors come open, the cable's going in, and sometimes it works and sometimes nothing happens. And it's showing 2 hours 16 to a full charge. Well, we don't need a full charge. I think 1 hour would do us, don't you?
Yeah.
So let's go and get a little drink in the village. Hopefully we'll come back and be charged, and then we're going on to Gattieres, this village we've never been to, and to a restaurant that we've never been to, run by
Renee.
Save your love, my darling, save your love. What have you spotted, Mr. Boo?
So here are some stills from the movie To Catch a Thief, or Le Man au Collet, as it was in French, with Cary Grant and Grace Kelly. And a lot of it was shot up here in Saint-Genis. So some stills of him on the roof here in Saint-Genis. You can see the bow in the background. Here he is on the bus. And it's where Hitchcock appeared next to him.
In Saint-Genis?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a quick drive through Saint-Genis. If you want to see a really, really detailed drive of Saint-Genis and the wonderful little chapel and the fantastic restaurant here, the Table de la Bourse, check out our Saint-Genis video. I'll put a link to it up here. But it's one of our faves. Anyway, this is the village, and when we first came here, it was probably the narrowest village we'd driven through, and we were pretty terrified. And it's funny, when we were just walking, waiting for the charge today, we went, it doesn't seem as narrow, does it?
Easy.
And it's literally because we've because we've done, I mean, this bit is quite narrow still, but we've done even narrower ones since, which I didn't at the time think possible. But there you go. You know, it's a bit like fishing, isn't it? You always think you've caught the big one, and then there's a bigger one, or a smaller one, in this case. Yeah, these corners are still tight. Which way, Mr. Boo?
Straight up.
Straight up. And left. But yeah, when we last came through here, we'd only just got Elton, really, I think, and this felt like a highly adventurous bit of driving. And then right.
And then right past the wash house.
That's the wash house. Can't quite get round, just will have to do a bit of a three-point turn. Three-point turn by this wash house, which I think is straight out of French village, central casting, the wash house, casting guide, because it is so magnificent and wonderful, and looks like it should feature in every French cinematic classic. And there's the table de bouse we were on about, closed I think Tuesdays, Wednesdays, but one of our favourite restaurants that we've been to on our trips. So up here,
I guess it seems to be saying that's the other way.
I don't think you could fit down there. Wowza, very, very lovely.
Oh yeah, past Chez Liza.
Yeah.
Then right.
A very sharp right. Is that way? It's in that. It's in that wall.
You missed the wall, but you're going to hit the curve.
Do you think Saint-Genet locals can do that turn in one?
I bet they can.
I bet they can. Shaming us. But it's a gorgeous, gorgeous village. This. It's got something quite magical. We're now heading on the road to Gattieres because we've got a reservation. Merci. So Gattieres 2.9 miles, getting some quite spectacular views. We're down to 46 kilometres of range, so I'm still thinking if it's largely downhill going back to the coast, we should be all right. At the worst, Mr. Boo, we could stop at the airport for a free charge, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Not in the airport, but at the shopping centre there, Cap 3000, there are quite a lot of EV chargers in the multi-story, and it's free. So this is Gattieres.
This is Gattieres.
This is Gattieres. So we're arriving in Gattieres, and this is our restaurant, we think. I shall do some of my much practiced reverse parking. Oh,
I think it was Panko.
I think we slipped on an errant olive.
Oh, it was a conker.
Oh, didn't you give me a heart attack then? Oh, it's a conker. I'm going, what? Did we crush a conker?
We crushed a conker.
Who said that? Crush a
Oh,
conker.
crush a conker.
Somebody did have a version of that though. Was it Ken Dodd used to say, have a lovely day to do some of the conkers? I can't remember.
Well, we're here.
Anyway, folks, let's go and check out the Passatable, and then we'll take you on a drive through Gattieres. So what have you got, Mr. Boo?
I've got a salad chevrolet
Oh, goat
with
cheese.
and they're in little, crispy brique pastry
Oh, lovely. And some that lardon.
with some lardons and some assorted cherry tomatoes.
Oh, meaty.
And they've got honey inside.
Honey and chevrolet.
Honey and chevrolet, yeah. And what have you got, Mr. Boo?
Well, you'll be surprised to know I've got a traditional steak tartare, which is raw beef with a raw egg and some very nice homemade chips. And I'm going to add a little bit of Worcester sauce to it and mix it up, because that's what you do, isn't it, when you're au fait, au fait with steak tartare. Get it all mixed up. Raw egg, get chopping. Get me knife in there. Raw beefy, raw eggy. And of course what you've also got alongside my raw egg, and you've got these herbs to mix in. So that's parsley. What's this one, Mr. Boo?
It looks like marijuana.
Gattieres marijuana. Right, chopped olive.
Oh,
Chopped olive, onion, and I'm guessing that's gherkin. And that will make if If Elton runs out of power, there's always, well, wind power to get us home. Let's taste it mixed in. That's lovely. Proper traditional, mixed with a bit of poke and a bit of spice. I made a friend, Mr. Boo.
Go to Halloween.
I know, Halloween will smell this. Pussy. Oh. The wind, Mr.
Coming.
Boo, the wind they promised. Quick, get your food down. And look over here, Mr. Boo, right opposite La Passatable is the local bowls pitch. How very French. They don't have square bowls though, they've got round ones.
Me too.
Not like the Haute de Cagnes. Bass Cultural, is that Johnny Halliday up there, Mr. Boo?
I don't think so.
Not sure, it could be early Johnny.
Me champagne, love me insane.
So you know some interesting facts about Gattieres, don't you, Mr. Boo?
Yeah, I do know some interesting
Tell
facts.
me.
So, two very famous resistance fighters in the war were caught here in Gattieres by the Gestapo, and they were taken into Nice, and they were hanged in. And they were hanged in Place Messina.
Oh, that's nice. And wasn't there something about a serial killer?
The Gattieres slasher.
That's the thing you were telling me. Who was the Gattieres slasher?
The Gattieres slasher was
This is gorgeous. Look at that view at the end.
Wowie. Gattieres slasher was one of the last people to be executed in France. He was the last person to be executed under Georges Pompidou, and he was convicted of murdering a 7-year-old girl and an attempted murder of her pregnant mother here in Gattieres.
On this very street.
On this very street.
It might have been a relative. This woman up ahead, blocking our passage.
I know, but there's no need to just like kill her.
And what year was this?
This was in 73.
73, and it was the last. I can't turn that corner. There's no way.
I don't think so. You
I
might have to come out.
I might have another go at it. Look at that drop. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
I'll have a go at going up there. Well, you learn something every day on this channel. The Gattieres slasher. Was he like the phantom raspberry blower of old London town?
Yeah.
Do you remember him? Some people said that was Ronnie Barker, you know. The real person.
One.
Yeah. There's some rumours that Ronnie Barker was actually the phantom raspberry blower of old London town. And he used to go around London town, didn't he? And he'd throw open his coat and go like that. Oh, pardon, madame. I think that was so embarrassing. She thought I was trumpeting her face from Elton. Do you think she thought I did a real trump?
Maybe.
That was awful. She liked it though, didn't she?
She loved it.
This is mad. If we skid, oh, we're skidding again. I don't want to skid. I don't like the skidding. And was there any other facts that you know about Gattieres?
Gattieres.
Jean-Paul Gattieres. Did he come from here?
No.
Oh.
The two resistance fighters
Yeah.
have a plaque because they were hanged in Place Messina, and you actually go past the plaque all the time and you don't think about it.
So who hung them? The Germans?
Yes.
Wow.
The plaque right next to Galerie Lafayette in Nice.
Oh, is this to the Opera House up here?
Opus Opera.
Opus Opera. I can't go there, can I?
So should come.
We are rolling. Oh man, I don't think I dare. Do you think I dare?
Yeah.
Slowly. Maybe like if you're driving in snow, they say to go slow, so you don't skid, but I'm going to get hold of this handbrake. Oh my God. Just when you think you've seen it all, another village comes along with even crazier roads. It is unbelievable. Well, we did it by not going too fast. There's a tip for you there, folks. If you're taking your Citroen Ami up a very steep hill, just go steady.
Me champagne, love me
Well, Mr. Boo, we made it here without paying for a charge, and we have 41 kilometres of range left. So let's see if we can make it home, having done these 4 village purchases, this huge round trip, had a bit of lunch. Let's see if we can make it home with having only had 1 little charge, and crucially, whether we got away with it for free, an entirely free trip, apart from the lunch, obviously.
In a color that matches my bonnet. Oh, no, it's not a test. Only the best. Belle Époque, oh, oh. La Belle Époque, oh, oh. La Belle Époque.
So we've covered, I would think, maybe 2 kilometres now, and we're still at 41 because we're regenerating. We're like Doctor Who.
Only Maurice. Oh, no, no, it's not a diss. I only drink fizzy fizz.
So we got to the bottom here with 43, and I think, as they used to say in Fame, here's where you start paying. But we've gained 2 kilometres of autonomy, and we've covered how many kilometres, do you think?
About 6.
Covered about 6, so that's a result. So we're at 35 kilometres of range left as we back on what will essentially become the Promenade des Anglais, and Keir Starmer's about 30 minutes into his speech. So we are arriving back in the centre of Nice, Place Garibaldi, with 26 kilometres of range remaining. So I think we're going to get home for note. That must be a mini moke rally, Mr. Boo. A lot of mini mokes. I like mini mokes. There's an e-mini moke out. Quite like to have a go in one. So we are almost home, and we have 21 kilometres of range. Now I think when we charged in Saint-Gene we added about 17, but I'll double check that. So we would have been down to 4 now, so we would have been going probably a bit slow, and we'd certainly been a bit nervous. So there you have it, we're arriving home with 20 kilometres of range. It was a completely free trip. Who says there's no such thing as a free trip? Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please give us a like, please give us a comment, please think about buying us a coffee. Have a great week, everyone. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
La Belle